So it's Friday again. Quick hour cast on the Storr Lochs. I've come to the same bank again. I was gonna go and fish further up. It's so close to the road and there's so many cars coming past. I didn't fancy it. Just sort of spotted fish earlier in the morning, but it's Friday evening, 5:30. So I've got my usual hour. Running my daughter into Portree for a lesson. So I've got a Loch Fada on and a green Peter again. I'll probably change it. And what I'm actually using, I wanted to bring this rod, which is the first fly rod I was ever given. As I'm very lucky that when I was about 12, 13, something like that, coarse fishing was my main thing, and I used to fish the canal, local canal, and some of the local ponds and stuff. Used to get dropped off and go fishing. Sometimes on my own, but with friends, go with my dad or whatever, or parents. But yeah, through my mum's work, there was a guy who learnt that I liked fishing, and I think jokingly he was probably like, "Oh, I'll teach you proper fishing." Has he ever fly fished? So that was it. He was a member of a wee syndicate. He had a little lake in farmland, not far from Selby, where I used to live. And yeah, he took me down there and taught me to fly fish. And he gave me several rods actually. He gave me this was the first rod, and it's what I caught my first ever game fish on. I caught a rainbow trout on it. After what seemed like ages and ages of trying to learn to sort of to cast reasonably okay. I mean, I've not improved much, but just to get a line out and try and catch a fish. So yeah, Dick Wharton he was called, and that's who taught me. And I'm forever grateful that he did, because it's just a massive thing for me. I still used to coarse fish, and I coarse fished all the way up until I left England 17 years ago. And I still coarse fish bait because I fish a pike sometimes. But yeah, it's just fly fishing is just such a big thing for me, and yeah, I wanted to take a minute to thank him really. If he'd not sort of got wind and taken an interest and said, "Oh, I'll take your son fishing," and that was it. So I thought I'd use this rod and see if I can catch something with it. I don't use it very often, so more because I'm just worried about breaking it. It's got sentimental value. There's actually a story I can bore you with this one. So I had I can't remember what year it was. It wasn't that long after I'd moved up, probably 3 years or something, and I had a bad car accident, and I was very lucky that I wasn't more seriously injured. And I was actually going on my way to fish a competition on the Storr Lochs, and I had this rod on my. I then had a rod rack on my car. I had a little Peugeot 306, and yes, I had an altercation with a lorry, and I totally wrote my car off. And I don't remember loads about the accident, but what I do remember is being more bothered about my rod that was on the car, because it was this rod. And true story, this rod was laying in the middle of the road in two, but it wasn't broken. It had come apart and it was still intact. And my car was absolutely mangled, the front of it and everything. And this rod, I don't know, if you're a superstitious person, I'd like to think someone was looking down maybe there, but I was sure the rod would be absolutely smashed. But no, it wasn't. And I've used it a few times since then, but yeah, generally it's up on the wall with the other rods. And so I thought I'd give it a cast, and I was very lucky that day. And yeah, just amazing that the rod's was still intact. And you do these stupid things. I mean, it's just the adrenaline and that of the moment. But yeah, I vividly remember being out there and thinking, what about my rod? Well, nothing so far, not even a sniff. Standard. No. Ooh, that was a fish. I felt it though. The sign of a fish. Ooh, yeah. Here we go. Fighting well. Bit overkill with this rod really, but it's got a nice bend in it. Come on, son. It's a brownie. Come on. Yeah, nice fish. Brilliant. I caught that anywhere else, I think it was a sea trout. It's that sort of silvery looking. Get you unhooked. Fancied the Loch Fada. There we go. Let's get you back. There we go. Nice. Oh well, I was really pleased to catch a fish on Dick's old rod. I've not cast it for quite some years. I don't know why, because it's quite a nice rod. It's hard to see on the thing, but it's a Mackenzie Phillips Yorkshire Graphite, and it's 5 it says 5 to 8 weight, 9'3" reservoir rod. So it's got plenty of oomph. Yeah, got plenty of use. But then as I sort of got more into the fly fishing, as I moved here, it was then, you know, I sort of bought other rods and nothing massively expensive, and I tend to use those. But this rod I caught my first salmon on, actually, which I can't believe I forgot that little anecdote. Yeah, this was again, it's probably around 2008 or something like that, and I was fishing one of the rivers on the island, and I didn't really know what I was doing. I still don't, but I've used this rod and a floating line, and I just got I just had, like, I think it was like an Ali's shrimp, like a double, and it just felt totally, you know, totally wrong how I was fishing, because it's just with a bigger fly and everything. But no, and it was a really big spate. That's what I remember. It was a really heavy water, so the rod I was totally ill-equipped. Anyway, I got a grill. It wasn't very big, but getting it in. I mean, nowadays you try and get them in pretty quickly, obviously. But back then I was just kind of learning, and yeah. So this was the rod, actually. I'd nearly forgot that. Yeah, I got my first grills on it. It's absolutely bent double, I seem to remember. But I was thrilled when I caught it. Just that first salmon, just unbelievable. Oh, oh yeah. There we go. Get hold of my line. Fish again. Oh, so that was annoying. I lost that fish. It actually broke me, so it looks like maybe one of my knots, my 3-turn water knot, is where it broke. If that's the case, that's my fault. That's what it looked like anyway. So that's really annoying. I've got another 20 minutes. So I've reset up, and I've so I'm getting the offers on the Loch Fada, so I've left one of them on, and I've put I put like an attractor type pattern on the point, Morning Glory, just for no real reason at all, other than I fancied giving it a try. Yeah, so big football game tomorrow. Bradford away to Carlisle in the second leg of the playoffs for League 2. So a slender 1-0 lead we're taking up there. So it's going to be a nerve wracker. I'll be watching it tomorrow afternoon. Although the result of the week, apart from West Ham getting to the cup final in Europe, Chef Wednesday coming back from 4-0 down. That was amazing. That was absolutely amazing. Yeah, so all the regular faces on the Bradford City Forum will be biting their nails tomorrow. And I say a quick hi to them. An eclectic mix, you would say. I'm just trying to think of some names of people. So, is there Botswana Bantam? Might be a rainbow, I think. Interested bystander, he'll be happy because he's a West Ham fan. But he loiters on our forum. And we've got LB, we've got Bailiff Bridge Bantam, Hume Bantam. Oh yeah, he's a rainbow. We've got Bantam 65, Bantam Steve, Craven Cottager, Hoochie Min. I'm gonna never forget all the names. I'm gonna remember all the names. Yeah, there's Selby fan, Milario. Oh, it's running away now. And if there's anybody I've missed, I'm really sorry, but they're a cracking bunch. I spend a lot of time, more time than I probably should on the forum, trying to keep up with Bradford City, even though I'm now very rarely get to a game. Yeah, they're a nice community, good set of people. Anyway, let's get this blooming fish in the net. Come on. I hope I've tied the leader better. Got a long leader on because I'm back to the leader in my hand now. Oh, it fights so hard. Like a grills. Little sea trout, come on. Oh, it's a good fish. Probably one I've caught before from here. So that was on the Morning Glory. You gotta love the fly names. It's about the only one I ever remember. It did well for me when I was fishing for sea trout last season. Absolutely nailed that. There we go. It's a little bit like a Dunkeld type. Go on, I'm going to let you go. Well, I'm really pleased to have caught 2 fish on the rod. That was my hope. Nice to get that rainbow. Seems the first fish I ever caught on this rod was a rainbow, so I will be using it again. As I say, I just worry that I'll break it. But that's my worry. You can see that Loch Fada there just bubbling through the waves. It's a really good fly on here, especially when the mayflies start. Well, then you're fishing more imitations of the mayfly, depending on the conditions. But yeah, it's a good fly. If you're coming fishing on the Storr Lochs, Loch Fada is a very good fly to bring. But just traditional wet flies, really. Cape McLaren and Zulu, Blue Zulu, all those kinds of you know, dabblers and just you know, claret bumbles, anything like that can work, as well as, you know, like crunchers and more imitative sort of patterns. Sure, buzzers would work as well. So not sure how many people fish them. I'm sure they do, but yeah. And there's so yeah, just that's those. Definitely bring. I'd say bring a Loch Fada with you. Now I'm the secretary of the angling club, so I mean, I do get a fair few email queries for, you know, advice and information. So it tends to be me that at the moment sends that out, and all the other secretaries the club have been lucky to have before who've done the same. So yeah, it's a bit of both. Like I say, enjoy doing them, and it just adds a bit. It's just a bit of variety. I think that could be it. We never know. We might get one more. I need to get some diesel on the way back, and I'm starving, so I'm going to get. Me and my daughter will get something at the petrol station, a wee snack. I need it after that tussle with that rainbow. I'm still annoyed about losing that other fish, but these things happen. It's annoying that I think it was maybe a knot that it broke at, but I don't know. Everyone makes mistakes. Oh, there's the alarm. Right, that's it. Yeah, I don't know if you can see the fly there, so it's got like a gold body and a wee sort of very light blue tail and orange sort of hackle. Yeah, decent fly for me, that. Right, come on, let's get home. Well, if you've watched the video, great to catch those couple of fish on Dick's old rod, and as I say, my first fly rod I was ever given and ever used, so I'm really made up with that. But it's time to go and collect the daughter and time to go home, so have a good weekend and I'll catch you in the next video.